Mũrata wa Ngai TV.
Ndugu ni makinya matũritwaranaga nawe gũka nĩ mohoro-inĩ ma
ũteti gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ ona nja wa itoka cia Kenya,
wonjoria,
ũkũria no thii wa na mbere,
ũrĩmi ona gĩthomo,
ũgima wa mwĩrĩ
ona ningĩ mathako. Nyitanagĩra na ithuĩ thĩinĩ wa Mũrata mĩaraho,
thĩinĩ wa Mũrata thaa ĩmwe
na Mũrata thaa 3 cia hwaĩ-inĩ.
Kenyitanagĩra naniĩ Wanjirũ Wainaina
na niĩ Mũciri wa Mwangi,
oro na niĩ Mũthuri Tigĩcĩra.
Amu gĩkĩ nĩkĩo gĩtwe kĩa mohoro marĩa makwĩgiĩ. O rũcinĩ gwakĩa
tũrĩnyitanagĩra nawe tũkĩmũrĩka marĩa marĩ magathĩti-inĩ,
tũkamũrĩka marĩa marakunũka oro hamwe na marĩa marahiũhia ciande,
tũkanyitanĩra na ataramu, ateti hamwe na atongoria,
tũkĩmũrĩka na tũgĩikia gabirũ ũtongoria wa bũrũri,
tũkĩmũrĩka ciĩgiĩ gĩthomo na ũgima wa mwĩrĩ,
tũkamũrĩka ciĩgiĩ ũrĩmi gwata watho. Nyitanagĩra naniĩ Mũciri wa Mwangi
na niĩ Wanjirũ wa Wainaina,
o mũthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio nginyagia wa gatano,
ciarĩkia kwĩhanda wega thaa 1 cia rũcinĩ,
tabarĩra-inĩ ya
racũriai imoni
nĩtũcemanagia.
Njĩtagwo Pastor John wa Kĩbanya. TV ĩno ya Mũrata TV nĩ tũkenagia mũno tondũ hĩndĩ ĩrĩa tũramĩrorera maũndũ marĩa ĩtũrehagĩra, ibindi ciayo nĩ ibindi njega, maũndũ marĩa mothe marehaga nĩ maũndũ maratũkenia, nĩ maũndũ maratũma tũmenye maũndũ ma bũrũri, nĩ maũndũ maratũma tũmenye ũthii wa na mbere, nĩ maũndũ maratũma tũmenye maũndũ maingĩ. Koguo tũkenaga mũno nĩ ũndũ wa TV ĩno. Gũkũ ndaraca guothe gũtirĩ TV ĩngĩ ngumo, gũtirĩ TV ĩngĩ yonekaga, gũtirĩ TV ĩngĩ, ona TV yakwa ndĩmĩkĩrĩte Mũrata TV, na ndiendaga mũndũ gũthaka nayo, ndiendaga mũndũ kũmĩeheria, nĩgetha ndĩonewe maũndũ mega ma kũngũria na ma kũndeithia.
Thĩinĩ wa ibuku rĩa Johana 4 kwambĩrĩria mũhari wa 23 nginya mũhari wa 24, Jesu Kristo akiuga atĩ ihinda nĩrĩroka, ona ihinda rĩu nĩrĩkinyĩte rĩrĩa Ngai we mwene agũkorwo agĩcaria andũ arĩa marĩ mũthathayagia na roho. Nĩkĩo Mũrata wa Ngai TV tũrĩ kũrehagĩra tabarĩra ya ndiainĩ ndiku cia gũthathaya ĩrĩa ĩrĩgũkinyagĩrĩra o kuma mũthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio nginya mũthenya wa gatano, ciĩhanda wega thaa 4 cia rũcinĩ oro nginyagia thaa 6 cia mĩaraho, ũkĩreherwo nĩ niĩ mũtungatĩri Bethi wa John. Nĩtũgĩe kĩrĩko gĩa gũthathayagia Ngai kuma ũriku-inĩ wa ngoro citũ twĩ hamwe.
Wĩ mwega mwĩroreri wa Mũrata wa Ngai TV. Amarĩtwa makwa nĩ Honorable Mwarimũ Karanu, ndĩ mũteti na mũthathaũri wa maũndũ ma gĩũteti thĩinĩ wa TV ĩno itũ njega mũno ya Mũrata wa Ngai TV, tabarĩra-inĩ ya ngurunga-inĩ, kũrĩa ngurunga-inĩ tũgũkora maũndũ ma gĩũteti na tũkore maũndũ ma kanitha. Niĩ ndĩ ta mwarimũ ngĩthathaũra maũndũ ma gĩũteti, nake mũhunjia kũhũgĩrĩria mwena-inĩ wa kanitha, nake agĩtũhe maũndũ megiĩ kanitha. Tabarĩra ĩno twakorwo nayo mũthenya wa Kiumia thaa 2 TV-inĩ ĩno itũ nyende mũno ya Mũrata wa Ngai TV. No gũkũ ũngĩcemania na maũndũ ta macio, maũndũ mohĩgĩrĩirwo nĩ andũ mohĩgĩrĩire maũndũ ma gĩũteti, ona maũndũ ma kanitha, nĩgetha tũkorwo tũkĩũhĩgania tũkĩrora cia ũtongoria mwega, atongoria ega na atongorio ega, nĩgetha tũhote gwaka bũrũri na tũhote nginya gwĩkũria. Ũkai tũcemanie kuo ithuothe Kaihwa na Gaicũkũrũ thaa 2 cia ũtukũ mũthenya wa Kiumia. Ngai wa muoyo amũrathime.
tugicokeria Ngai ngatho ni undu wa gutuhe mwaka wa 2026 na gutuhingira mwaka wa 2025 ni turagwitira mahoya ma o mweri tariki 6 mweri wa keri mwaka uyu turi
kanitha-ini wito wa Theophilus Church Jathaini mwena wa Ngomongo.
Mahoya maya tugitongorio ni thimu ya kuigwa mugambo wa Ngai na Bishop John Githiri.
Ni ugakinyia kuo tene tondu tugako tugwetereire.
Tukambiriria thinashara cia rucini o guthie na mbere.
Karibuni sana.
Wi mwega mwiroreri, njitagwo Ann Kamau, ndi marketer na sales person. Ndoka gukuhe uhoro mwega wa murata wa Ngai TV, haria turehagirwo kiugo, tugathomithio na tugataukirwo. Oho mohoro mao ni mangenagia muno, amu makurehagira na njira ndikiru toria kurahanika guku bururi wa Kenya na nja wa bururi wa Kenya. Oho tabarira ingi mwaki ta mithako ya ngerekano ona urugi uri oho tugathomithio ati gitunguru to gitunguru ni mukarangire.
Nidakugeithia mwiroreri wa murata wa Ngai TV oro ringi tukiuma ha tukimurika maria mari gatheti-ini citu na riu ndakingira studio A nigetha tukiaranirie na umwe witu areita Shadrack Mwangi ni majority leader Kiambu Youth Assembly. Tukiri nake haha in the house nigetha atutwarithie na mbere ni egutwira atiriri ayuthiri marauga ati uhoro wigie bururi witu wa Kenya na haria tungithondeka maundu maria mogumete turi ta bururi kuona mbeu njithi gicunji kinene kia mbeu njithi nikio gigututwara kana nikio future ya uteti wa bururi wa Kenya. Hatakiri gaja kende muhekanya atugeithie atwire maritwa make atwire who is he nigetha tugithie na mbere na dereti itu. Good morning.
Morning too.
Thank you ni undu wa guka muno guku kwa murata wa Ngai TV na we really so much welcome rora kamera iria nigetha ugeithie mwiroreri tuthie na mbere.
Okay, mwiroreri wa murata wa Ngai TV amaitwa Gitongwa wa Mwangi Shadrack, ndi mutongoria wa mbeu njithi kuma guku Kiambu County, ndi murugamiri wa ringi heke magitagwo Kiambu Youth Assembly. On top of that, ndi mutongoria wa youth kuria Githoro 45, iyo ni mwiki ward. Na on top of that, ndira rugama yithike MCA 2027. Tauga ni ihinda ria mbeu njithi utongoria bururi witu. Yes.
Ni thengi muno na tugagikuendithiria mawega ukivai for MCA seat na itwako tugigu support. Hata kuguo wi muteti.
Mshode muteti.
Wi muteti na twiri atiriri nikigia kuguciririe nigetha utwike muteti wa bururi wa Kenya muno makiria uri youth.
Nona utongoria ni toria mundu antora maybe ta muhunjia kana munathi wiguaga auga atiriri thiini wake ni araigua there is a calling.
It's a calling.
The way wiguaga okira kauga utuku ni aigua tararirio ni Ngai aramwira atiriri ndubati uhingure kanitha handu kana mundu ta mundagitari wiguaga auga nie ndenda gutuika ndagitari na ko ndikurihwo ndenda gutuika ndagitari tondu mundu ucio aigua thiini wake hena there is a calling. There is a very powerful calling raigua igwita from inside. Do one utongoria ni more of a calling, and that's why they say there's a debate if are leaders born or leaders made. For me, I think leaders are born. You feel inside you there's a calling telling you now it is the time you have to take over and start leadership. And then Luther to get na let's just say a normal person to get hard to kuwitu mwena wa Githurai okore handu hena sewage kana takataka. A normal person will be tokore tumati utakavira no mundu wina utongoria thiini wake ukuruga atiriri tufatie tunyitane andu atuikaga itura riri tunyitane tweherie giko giki to unblock sewage ino. That's how you know there is something inside you need to take to become a leader.
Ni wakiuga wi Kiambu Youth Assembly MCA aspirant wa Githurai 45 niguo. Ni mathina mariku wonete makoretwo magikumba gatura ka Githurai 45.
Githurai 45 no ilikuwa bridge aga the gap ukiuma gicagi utanagia riu Nairobi specific ndege mabago thikore kwa mwena wa Githurai. So Githurai is a mixture of andu ingine guka mokete actually uti mundu ungikwira there is a very small percentage magikwira mundu ucio aciarirwo Githurai, but the majority no ukatoke so there is a mixture of different people from all over the country. And Githurai, yes, it is but there is almost every tribe in Githurai. Every tribe, people from different backgrounds, everything. So that one there is a mixture of culture. And nuko ginya na wishi mono to ginya mawira gutigotire no ra rumwe no magicagi no kana ofi wetha wira maybe wira ore do nona. So there is a lot of theft, insecurity, also maudo tamugo dago etoro sewage. That is a normal thing in culture in Githurai. There is a lot of keria takataka. Yani it's not a very pristine scenery, no. And those are some of the changes to get kuria. Okora ora mutongoria aigira haria, there's nothing that changes. Ukiona nini mundu tane to nyitete na beo jithe youthful leadership to get, now it is time. We take over and we start changing those things. How do tukaga togole tumatira twekira there is insecurity utukwa kora nya mutia na street light, sewage kira hado, takataka kira hado. Yeah. So those are some of the changes together here. Na igenye mono mwana wa Githurai.
Na riu ri mathina maya ri urona ni undu ri kungikwo nigetha mathire maundu most of it taruto wi Githurai gukoragwo kwina theft muno mundu wothe iguaga Githurai ukona wishi ukona sewage ukona giko ni maundu maya urona magikwo atia.
I think everything onozamba tutanaba kuigiria ateti kana atongoria itu. I think the first thing that we can do is do it individually. Mundu wothe rajira hana wa Githurai or anywhere you are, let it start from us. Ndugakorwa ko ni horo tagikori yate wenwe wa mbere uitatakataka hau farafara kana gwakuja and then at the same time bado no urakatia no uratetatia togore matireka wira. But on top of that, our leaders letufati tukao tukirora horo cio muno. I think Githurai is ile kwa ndio entry point ya rukuja Nairobi leo torona mweno wa Githurai 44 Nairobi mweno wa Githurai 45 ni Kiambu kwa hiyo ru wahe tokaru Githurai no igira Nairobi no kimani wa fwa tukagithura no igira Kiambu. So that is a good place. Na ifaki korwa ithakarigitio guthere wicio thire gutugutia ko hura takataka wekirwo street lights farafara ithondekwo. It can be a very beautiful place because it is strategically positioned. Yes, it is strategically positioned. It is a place known for business. I don't think there is anyone in Kenya to Githurai na thoko ya Githurai. No rumundu makoro mawakawa ino thoko ya Githurai jiguaga wa kadura kinyaga manyanya makado mathoku. It's not a place in a situation, but atogure itu atogure wothe urajirorera kana wa Githurai kana ona Kiambu county gavana itu nitramuthaitha ukai kura Githurai ikatoreke that place. It's a very good place and a lot of people, both poor, both rich and middle class, and I believe to Githurai in their life there can change.
Wow. Taruta tutariria tiriri wewe ta majority leader ni maundu mariku urerahira gukorwo wikite.
Let me say this. Okay, I have not been there for a long time. Todo I think I was sworn in this December. Yeah, December 2011. Na tuafatie tuambiririe riu the services at tufagite kuruta youth this year now. Actually, we are now setting up the strategic plan ya Kiambu Youth Assembly to have launch I think in February or March or as time goes by. But so far I can say is that now I can say one thing I'm very proud of niati ni hotete kurehe beojide in groups. So we have representatives in every part of Kiambu. We have 60 wards. We have a representative in every ward in Kiambu. So if today urenda guthie Bibilioni, urenda guthie Kameno, kana urenda guthie anywhere in Kiambu, I can tell you go and call this person. Is there. So nituhotete kwerehe hamwe and we are speaking in one voice. Nigetha akorwo ni championing for the rights of youth, kana championing for development, kana we are able to champion it together as youths. So that's one thing I can say. But we have a lot of projects coming up, empowerment programs, maundu ma kurwa na uishi, maundu ma kurwa na drug abuse and alcohol. Yes, a lot of things. And we also, Kiambu Youth Assembly, we also be bridging the gap between the youths and opportunities. So we are like here. Bridging the gap between na kore opportunities shiriuma. So we'll be bringing together both the government, employers, corporates to organize functions ya shirika wa connecting beoje na those opportunities.
Na riu wita leader muga mwina representatives kudu na kudu na ndu akukoro makilid mena na mena mugishagura a leader muroraga ki niki muroraga tondu uyu ni uteti. This is not just leadership. Muroraga ki.
So just like what I told you, leadership is more of a calling. And when I say it's a calling, it is a calling because okoraga like most of these things twekaga ona timundu ukurihaga we koraga no kira no athi kundu kuraihu tagu ma uthi Kiambu uthi nginya kuria Limuru uthi na ku and hati mundu ra kuriha muthenya ucio. So it is more of a calling. And how you know this person is a leader? Wabere mundu ucio baka ye mwenyewe thini wake akaigwa ni araguka ki mutongoria and then they present themselves. Mundu ucio agoka akariria andu wariria andu na wamerera maundu mari okumeka na wambia kumeka andu ni omonaga makauga atiri mundu uyu ri reke tumweka mweke nona mundu reke tumwe opportunity athie atutongorie. And that's the same we did. Those opportunities we just randomly picked those people. Asha, it was an election though yakire through a Microsoft link andu magicagurana uria washindaga every place ni watu ikiwa representative. So those people literally they campaign for themselves magishida and that's why they are now representatives.
Na riu wauga mwashagurire through Microsoft something, so that is online. Are you the other mwina gicunje kinene kana are you the aigini moi uhoro wa this social something nigetha makoro maki koro me how public participation?
We understand tikira mundu maybe enaginya ta thimu ingiota kuingira online. But what we do ni ona normal elections cia thirikari here matahota guthie guvuti. But what we say in a democratic country, democracy is all about the rule of the majority. So if we today nzoenda weka uchaguzi na tukija kumeka, I think actually according to the constitution the next election which will happen 2 years now from now, your Kiambu Youth Assembly come after 2 years, it is going to be through a ballot box. No election shika cia thirikari. Kogo tugathiaga handu polling station andu mundu agoka agaikia kura. So we will be very sure that mundu ucio acagurwo ni andu akugu kwao.
Na icunje kinene kiao.
Na icunje kinene na tugotaginya gutarabo tukamenya na wacagurana na andu acio macagurani ako na acagurwo ni
tatutariria tiriri ayuthi magikatia gutigirira uthi wa na mbere ni uragacirithio bururi-ini wa Kenya.
Ayuthi kira mama bakimeke, first of all it is to accept that and I think they did this deliberately go to the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. That thing, but it is still in our mind. And before you know it, you are no longer a youth. No, I think they told us that together to tikama no talk we are not leaders of tomorrow. We are leaders of today and we need to take over. Tutagetekera gutongoria na to take those opportunities. Tugutura tukitoleraga tuga gutie mawira tugutura tutetaga atongoria tumatira tutira wira, but if we can take over, that is the only option. Because kwera atiriri, if a system is not working, you have only two options. Either you join the system and change it from inside, or you form another stronger system than
the one that is before.
So it is either we join the government from inside, or we form another strong. We have representing those 60 people, 60 representatives, And we also have representatives for various youth organizations among us. So on top of the 60, we still have other representative various youth groups in Kiambu. So if we can call an action to get into every 60 now, if you want to go to the governor's office today, whatever he was doing,
Wow.
so because we don't have constitution specific things the only thing we can do is to come together and speak under one voice. So whatever we say, we are saying it as a group of youth. So that is the only way. Either we take over the leadership or reform another system to change the system that is existing. But where we had we gari ni mwadhie kodo maybe mwadhie kodo tadeka na one modo niyo ya gari ya guthie na kore go kama kisi. How do you do? Because that is what is happening in our country. We have leaders who promised us to take here to do this and this and this for us, but they are doing exactly the opposite of what they promised. So if you are in a car and the driver is not going, it's either we carry how next Korea umwere veka muda diago kana you take over there so you have two options, either you join the system or you form another strong system. That's the one.
Wow, tatutariria atiriri ayuthi aria marenda kuingira wathanini ri ni moritu mariku makoma kigerera.
Okay. It's a lot of things.
No to hena experience yaku.
And it is very challenging. First of all, igiuga ne kiru gitagwo rejection. A lot of people, and I think people just say they want youthful leadership, but when it comes to actions, they don't do it. Because if today we decided to have a youth person, a president, I can promise you, even the youth themselves matkamushagwa. Do you kana ne adomoni ni wiru adu maigua ka ne kuona mona tatogoria ani ni mate na experience ka ne we have people who have tried to run for these positions but they were never given the opportunity because first of all we lack the funding. No, let's say for example when you get kama hadore na trash dana modo ke millionaire flani wa kodo flani. You see, so even if I had a lot of ideas on how we can change our maybe our community, not enough funding na besha. That's a very big challenge. So I think the main challenge ne funding, financial
assistance.
Na adoko kunyarara. Let me use that one. The people think that you cannot be able to do that because they think you are so young. So don't look at me and you see a young person. I may be young, but
very informative.
Very informed, and I have the right mindset. Think of that. I will not even be in this world even for the next 5 years or even 10. But for me, I will be in this country. If God gives me the years, even in the next 50 years, 60 years, I will be here. So any decision that I make, I must make it thinking that I will be there. I also be among those people who are going to face that challenge. Happy are the young people, for they shall inherit the national debt. You see, right now we have a government that is taking a lot of loans. So, and they're doing that because they don't even care. Because we, sasa ndo utakuwa tukilipa hizo madeni. But if we have youth leaders, mudu at least na miaka 35, mudu ucio ni aramenya ono ya loan ona kwa thirika ine miaka 5. Oya loan muthenya mwe tukamira tumuria atiriri, woya maroni maya mothe niki. And why you having a plan on how you are going to pay those loans? If in development projects, they're not going to do projects that they're just doing it for the sake of doing it. Maybe the projects, a project in the next even 20, 30 years. And that's why me, I believe to fight to talk very young. Any decision I make, I can make decisions, I can will be here even for so many years to come. And those people one day they will call me and they will ask me, why did you do this?
Haya kurigana nawe ri togo bakoro gitariria funding niyo ina thina muno makiria ugakora ketuge horo wa campaign
Yes,
mundu fulani ena besha ena kanyamu ena establish koguo mundu uyu ri ni ekota gukona besha cia kuhe muingi kana kirindi ukuona ta thina uyu ungieherio andu matige kuheagwo besha ri hindi ya campaigns kana kiri ni ukuona ta leaders are youth no mahimbirio.
Yes, one thing let me not say hate, but one thing I don't love about countries like Kenya or countries in Africa, it's the way we do politics and campaigns. You know, in a country like America, which is one of the most developed countries in the world, actually the most, you can never run for president using your own money. Actually, it is illegal. You cannot run for president using your own money. Even mayor, you cannot run for a mayor. Like sourcing for funds is one of the campaign requirements. So if you can be able to source the person who source the highest funds is the one who is more respected. So in a country like America, you get the funding from the people, which is not very different. The opposite of it now in Kenya, where the politicians are the one who buys the votes. So in America, you open a GoFundMe, open, and then you share it to people. Then they fund your campaigns. You see, so they fund you because they have listened to your ideas. They have read your vision. They have gone through your manifesto, and now they like you. So they will fund you. No. But now in Kenya, atongoria nio magura votes. Na the moment mutongoria akunengera mbia nigetha ukamucagura, aigira haria, the first thing akamba gwika ni gwika ati wicokeria mbia icio yake. Wicokeria mbia icio. Because let's be realistic. MP aria mbia cigana. Maybe half a million. So even if half a million ni mweri, koko yehe mwaka umwe times 12 ni cigana. Even like bira mumpira mundu cio huthagira gwika campaigns ona gitwa githine kiumia ka 50 daga cicokia if we were to say any other source of corruption and all that according to their own monthly salary bia icio na gitwa githine daga cicokia. Let's assume like a presidential campaign billion yo kwa wina wiki imwe. They use a lot of billions. And that person who billion she can stick it. If you are to calculate the number of months you get in times 2 million, they are sticking a billion, but they use even 10 to 15 billion, not billions. So that's not the problem. When they get there, the first year, from influencers, maybe from companies or they take loans. So the moment they get to that position, the first thing they do is to return money back to their pockets. That's the problem. Mwaka wa bene ucokia muko wakerere ni kwa bado kunegera aratake na mamutithiriria bika campaign wewe ya position ino wewe weke million cia nona mwaka wa gatatu ni kwa gwetha cia campaign mwaka wa kana ni kwa campaign. And that's why each and every time we elect leaders, Maga to promise they have a very good vision. But whenever they go there, it's because they use their own money to do the campaigns. And when they went there, the first year was to return their money, the second year was to pay their friends, the third year was to source for money to campaign in the next election. And now the last 2 years, no share campaign. So those people, they don't even work. And if we can remove this mindset of at the way mutokoria rutani de ona dishagore to ate jadi dia ate mushadra no everywhere I go mheshimiwa atu igana mheshimiwa atu urere mukira mheshimiwa atu nyitere kena mheshimiwa jikira unaona. So we need to remove this mindset that all the wicked thing no gina kunegere besha. If we can remove that, we will have the best leaders. Although the best leaders, majority of them, they don't have the financial muscles.
Na nirona ta thina uyu ngiehera undu uyu wa ati politician no ginya makuhe besha undu no uzire bururi wa Kenya
ni urithira muthenya umwe, but it's going to take a lot of time. And someone who is informed, mundu muthomu, mundu thiete cukuru agathoma ndukamukora bagitara-ini handu ati akihoya shit 50 cia kana magana meri aheo nigetha agacagurana. And even if they eat, they will not vote for you because uliwalipa. So I think people need to be informed. Yani ando makoro politically informed. No,
Yeah.
so that you can choose the best leader according to their ideas, according to the manifesto, but not according to how much they gave you. Todo ugishagura mutongoria todo ni akurihire na ni akurire votes icio ciaku, votes yaku. Mundu ucio ndakwira ati akwa kujamba kwa gucokia mbia ciake. So the only thing we can do is first of all to inform our people. We go around the country trying to preach the gospel of electing the best leaders. You know, your vote is like a weapon. It can either destroy or it can make peace.
Wow.
If you can use the vote card that you have appropriately, ushauri mutongoria wina vision and the mindset and the clear plan or share your community. I think not to make the issue.
Wow.
But also the cases of poverty is also playing a vital role. Todo in countries which are developed, you can call people more even for a whole day, analyzing your ideas. But here in Kenya, for you, your vision, no this issue of goons. Any politician understands they can never operate without those people. The people called goons. Actually, they are not goons. They are the word goon, but it is not. They are people. You must have those people on ground. Yes. We're just not money here. No, na. You are any politician understands. No, it's because of the country we are in. No. You have to pay those people so that whenever warugama ngina opponents makargo murusho ugererio ngore kero matawe ni atona ndwasho mana ugererio na tiga kura matiga cagura na kuna matie na kura na matie no ifadi
no kureho marehetwo
ni kureho marehetwo makarihwo nienda mutongoria arugama kana gakaundu makamugereria reu they manipulate voters.
Taike tabetikirie oro hanini nigetha tucokererie tuthie na mbere na uhoro cio utuheaga wa goons ati no nginya makoro politician no nginya akore na goons izitwe goons ni aguthukagia they are illegal riu gututariria wega nigetha mwiroreri ahote kunyita ona ninge nyitire oho mwiroreri wa Murataga TV ni thengi muno ni guthie na mbere gutwarana na ithwe tukirora uhoro wigie leadership ya mbeũ njithi bururi-ini witu wa Kenya benjikirie oro hanini nigetha njokererie tuthie na mbere na tafarira ino tafarira tiengi ni rashuria imone tukire na mugeni witu araita Shadrack Mwangi. He is a majority leader Kiambu Youth Assembly. Ni ndirashokereria
Murataga TV.
Thiini wa ibuku ria Johana 4 kwambiriria muhari wa 23 nginya muhari wa 24 Jesu Kristo akiuga ati ihinda niriroka ona ihinda riu nirikinyite riria Ngai we mwene agukorwo agicaria andu aria mari muthathayagia na roho nikio Murataga Ngai TV turi kurehagira tavarira ya dia-ine ndiku cia guthathaya iria iri gukinyagirira o kuma muthenya wa mwambiririo nginya muthenya wa gatano cihanda wega thaa 4 cia rucini oro nginyagia thaa 6 cia miaraho ukireherwo ni nie mutungatiri Bethi wa John nitugie kiriko gia guthathayagia Ngai kuma uriku-ini wa ngoro citu twi hamwe.
Wi mwega mwiroreri njitagwo Ann Kamau ndi marketer na sales person ndoka gukuhe uhoro mwega wa Murataga Ngai TV haria turehagirwo kiugo tugathomithio na tugataukirwo oho mohoro mao ni mangenagia muno amu makurehagira na njira ndikiru toria kurahanika guku bururi wa Kenya na nja wa bururi wa Kenya. Oho tafarira ingi mwaki ta mithako ya ngerekano ona urugi urioho tugathomithio ati gitunguru gitunguru ni mukarangire. Ungienda utangathithia biashara yaku ona kana kambuni yaku kiumbe ona kana utangathi ongi o wothe kundu ti kungi ni guku kwa Murata wa Ngai TV kuga na gwika.
Wĩ mwega mwĩroreri wa Murata wa Ngai TV. Niĩ njĩtagwo Archbishop John Gĩthirĩ wa makanitha marĩa ndeithĩtio nĩ Ngai gũkorwo ngĩmarĩithia na ngĩmarora ma Theophilus Church thĩ yothe handũ ya rũma. Ngoragwo kanitha-inĩ witũ wa Theophilus Church Njatha-inĩ. Ũngĩenda kũnyona mũthenya wa Thursday kuma thaa 2 cia rũcinĩ nginya mathaa marĩa Ngai ekũhotithia. Na every Sunday thomaga thĩinĩ wa kanitha-inĩ witũ wa Njatha-inĩ Theophilus Church. Ũngĩũka na ibataro nĩ tũkũhoya hamwe, twĩtĩkie Ngai hamwe na tũiguĩrĩrwo tha hamwe nĩ Ngai. Ũkatũnyitanĩre hamwe nawe ũtungata-inĩ ũrĩa Ngai witũ arekereirie wa mahinda maya tũrĩ. Ngai akũrathime ũkĩnyitanĩra na niĩ thĩinĩ wa Theophilus Church itũũra rĩa Njatha-inĩ. Ngai akũrathime na agũtũũrie wega-inĩ wake. Bye bye. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Nema Anjiro. I love watching kids show every Saturday morning at Murata wa Ngai TV.
Wĩ mwega mwĩroreri wa Murata wa Ngai TV. Amarĩtwa makwa nĩ Honorable Mwarimũ Karanu, ndĩ mũteti na mũthathaũri wa maũndũ ma gĩũteti thĩinĩ wa TV ĩno itũ njega mũno ya Murata wa Ngai TV, tabarĩra-inĩ ya Ngurunga-inĩ. Kũrĩa Ngurunga-inĩ tũgũkora maũndũ ma gĩũteti na tũkore maũndũ ma kanitha. Niĩ ndĩ ta mwarimũ ngĩthathũra maũndũ megiĩ ũteti, nake mũhunjia kũhũgĩrĩria mwena-inĩ wa kanitha, nake agĩtũhe maũndũ megiĩ kanitha. Tabarĩra ĩno twakorwo nayo mũthenya wa Kiumia thaa 2 TV-inĩ ĩno itũ nyende mũno ya Murata wa Ngai TV. No gũkũ ũngĩcemania na maũndũ ta macio, maũndũ mohĩgĩrĩirwo nĩ andũ mohĩgĩrĩire maũndũ ma gĩũteti ona maũndũ ma kanitha, nĩgetha tũkorwo tũkĩũhĩgania tũkĩrora cia ũtongoria mwega, atongoria ega na atongorio ega, nĩgetha tũhote gwaka bũrũri na tũhote nginya gwĩkũria. Ũkai tũcemanie kuo ithuothe Kaihwa na Gaicũkũrũ thaa 2 cia ũtukũ mũthenya wa Kiumia. Ngai wa muoyo.
Thengiũ mũno mwĩroreri wa Murata wa Ngai TV. Nĩ gũthiĩ na mbere gũtwarana na ithuĩ tũkĩrĩ na Shadrack Mwangi aragĩthiĩ na mbere gũtũtwarithia na mbere, nĩ youth leader arathiĩ na mbere gũtũtwarithia na mbere tũkĩmenye rĩrĩ ayuthi tũngĩrora maũndũ megiĩ bũrũri na njĩra ĩrĩkũ na tũngĩteithĩrĩria bũrũri witũ na njĩra ĩrĩkũ. Na nĩ agũkoretwo atwĩra atĩrĩrĩ, politician kana mũndũ ũrenda kũvai for gĩtĩ o gĩothe agĩrĩire gũkorwo nĩ makoragwo marĩ na guns, na ithuĩ tũĩ guns nĩ agũthũkangia. Ta tũtarĩrie ũhoro ũyũ makĩria.
Kĩngwethe ũcio wa guns. A lot of politicians in our country today, they operate, let me not use the word goons, only let's just use the word goons so that people can understand. The goons carry away. What I wanted to say, they are those people who are always paid. Nigetha waria kana ugakaundu magakugiriria. So ona mundo cio nigukorwo rakorora amene ukaigua makofi andu marugagugirite, and then what they are doing, it's psychologically manipulating other voters. No, riu angĩkorwo nona mundu ni agugiririo muno, you don't even care to understand the manifesto of that person. Actually, like 80%, not even 80%, 90% of people who vote have never read a manifesto. They can't read a manifesto. No. Almost 90% of people have never sat down to read the manifesto. Like manifesto, only go on a manifesto, the vision, what you want to do, what you will do here, where you get the funds, how you use the funds. A lot of people don't read the manifesto. They operate on that's what we are. The crowd. The politics of populace. Who is more popular? no na wewe waigua akira mundu aracagura mbogo wa mwangiro kagwa uyu ni ongo weka you don't even care to understand uyu mundu kana ni ari akura mutongoria handu. And I think for us what we can do as a nation together, because we have talked so much on the challenges, then now get to the solutions. We need first of all ensure you sit down ugathoma manifesto ya mutongoria ucio kana ukamurikiriria. And there is also something we call barazas. Ogeta andu mugetumwo kamwaika tugathi weto ni urarihwo nona hwaini uguo tondu ni twikama those barazas zikarai ndikiriria mundu muria ciuria urabanga gutikira atia na atia na atia na mandike handu no kamuria ugakwanja ruta mutemzi ni mundu nginya ungenya kurika kone mundu ungimwetha uguga by this year match gekatia ugakorwo twakire farafara haya by this year ugakorwo tondekire kina by this year by this month ugakorwo twikire ki. But here in Kenya we don't care. Muona siasa ukakauga tutafanya, tutatenga, tumepanga, tumeongea. Unaona? And okay, what no makofi marahura, but someone who is more educated, someone who is informed. Mako maikarete au maithikiria because they know those are lies. But now the problem, and I keep saying this, the challenge with this thing we called democracy. It is because democracy favors the loudest. And in most cases, the loudest are the less informed.
They make the loudest.
They make the loudest noise. And in most cases, the word they are stupid because it will sound bad. I prefer using the word less informed. So they make the most noise, and they are actually the one who goes to vote. In most cases, you never see a CEO there. You never see a manager there. Most of them are most of them they don't vote. And that's the challenge to it. In developed countries, even the biggest and the most powerful CEO are calling in the but in Kenya and now politicians know that. And that's why you never see politicians Karen. Wakora ati ukore gacagua ku akiuga one time na guko kiria Karen na kuguo au tawai papa
mathi yako
moka githorai moka roiro moka theka moka witeithie. They prefer those places. You understand the psychology?
Yeah.
And now that's the problem, because even if today I become a politician, I will have to read the dynamics of how politics are done in Africa. And that's why in every time we have very good politicians, but the moment they go there, that is person, everyone was like, you're Muduri, I get her madam to make at you. I get no one. I bet we're going to never and it is because it's called trying to manipulate you. Whenever someone goes there, you have to. Most of them they get assimilated to the politics of the country. Because let's say today I want to win as a governor of Nairobi or a governor of Kiambu. Or she go there uriguraga riro town yethora 45 kuria theka na kuoguo kamenoa na guko yani those places ni kuria goraga. And that's why you see politicians made guka kuruta Nairobi moka ko Kibera Mathare ku town to mama town go andu mana na makota town makoma rogamite tu tondu they should go rogamite town obviously be a crowd, not because they wanted to listen to, but because they were going on with their business and they saw you. So now that's the challenge. If people who are learned, people who are informed, people who are wise can take over, this country can go forward. I can give you an example of someone like Governor one year of you held in the last election to Arena, Sakaja no sure get ago. The other one. This other guy, he was the best. He has been a CEO, he has been a manager, he has been a director of very big companies, both international, local, and regional-wise. But he was never given the opportunity. Because as I told you, in a democracy, the loudest are the one who wins. So rumuta sakaja kemenya riu ritongi dikile mutho muno ndukagura gihoya kurakara na kindiaga kibera na gata. emakasi ko no kudoresha mama sharo
na ruri tondu andu aya maragioka kuri andu aya kawaida ri niki maigira itiini ri na andu aya nio mamacagurite niki mamagarurukaga
mamagaruruka tondu wariri you people you did not vote me because I was the best. You voted for me because I paid you to vote for me. So there's nothing you can tell me whether you go is there any day no, because you actually when through the votes I bought from you. And adwasho utatanisho kwa mundu agenda guthii handu tatago ku Nairobi guthii kuruta kibera mathare arogote anake okay amana ikiwa mundu magana meri kana magana mathoka magana matano mathie ma actualize the idea ria nayo and in most cases adwasho fatani ya huruna ni yake no ni mari ya muthenya ucio they don't even care about tomorrow, and that is a challenge we have. If people can make the right decisions, informed decisions, this country is in I can tell you today someone like chairperson, the party leader wa Safina Party. That guy is an economist, a very wise person. He has run so many businesses. If that person can be given an opportunity to lead this country, I can tell you this country cannot become the Singapore route whatever. But if that party leader was Safina Party, agero kama geti the issue, maybe anakuwa na kula agiri kumi. Do you know why? Why? Because as I told you, the democracy is the rule of the majority, and the majority are the less informed. Now that's the problem. If today muta de dinyoro mutu muno agero kama president, na mashaka maruka mena mudo tura nege naga au tutapanga ndio woshida. And people don't even care about your manifesto. They don't even care about your political track record. They don't even care about your vision. As far as the majority are on your side. As far as no kano amanega shige magana matatu, no amanega shige magana matano, they don't care about tomorrow. That's the problem to call now.
Tatutariri atiriri he undu gukoretwo wauga muingi wa Kenya urafatara gukorwo uri politically informed. Ayuthiri mwita atarune jwe ubawa mwina gikundi kinene muno kia ayuthiri twina de ikundi kana ni strategies iri kumurona ati no shiteithiririe hari muingi gukorwo uri politically informed other than ira bakorwo gitariria andu makorwo gukorwo gwithio miena na miena andu magakorwo makiheo information. Other than that tatutaririe ni maundu mariko mage kana strategies iria igituma nigetha andu othe makorwo mari politically informed.
I think what I said first of all, people to be educated. Education, even if dogona virari, it is very important. An informed person is very wise. An informed person, whether drunk or not, he will make informed decisions because he is educated. So first of all, we need to embrace education. Like they will always make very good decisions. So education is very important. And education is not just what we read and learn in school. You can also get educated through watching programs, through watching podcasts, through watching documentaries, even watching movies. You know, movies shibra akili mono yado matawa yorosho. Don't just watch movies share donado watching movies share siasa you kama ya deep down. Most of the information I have need is I have it from watching documentaries and movies. You get to understand what actually happens. You know, people don't know, people only sees the but they don't know what is actually under the table. So people, first of all, let people get educated. Another thing, let people take their time before making a decision. Go through the manifesto of that leader, read it from page 1 to the last page. And don't just read it and write questions. Then whenever there is a baraza, ikarade na mutogolesho muri, how are we going to achieve that? How are we going to achieve that? Another thing, let people make their individual decisions without the influence of tribes or community or family or ethnic. You see? If you go to Luwa Kutamonti Kenya, we have this issue, though I'm seeing it is changing. You know, understand what it means? That is not a good idea. I'm sorry to say this because as far as moto ni kama na ODM, they don't even care whether wewe ni nani, whether umekuwa mwizi, umekuwa nani, they vote for you. Unaona? They don't even care. As far as when no one kama na ODM, they don't even care.
Does it mean that is ukabila?
It is ukabila, but it is politics of populism. Where utakuko wako kama na ODM kiyaga, they don't even care kana wewe muraga ni kana wewe muishi kana the last election you are corrupt, whether you are there and you have never done anything, they don't care. And that's why I'm loving the new change in politics. Taruta regional Mount Kenya kwenda kiama kia Jubilee. It has its equal share. Tuna kiama kia DCP, it has its equal share. Tuna kiama ta ikiwa kiama kia chama cha kazi something. Tuna kiama nyingi mno huko Mount Kenya. Tuna DP, and we have people who are supporting Jubilee. We have people who are supporting DCP. We have people who are supporting UDA. That is now what we call democracy. Let people make individual decisions, not based on which tribe they come from, not based on who is the kingpin or whatever, but based on who they think will perform better. No, hapa wewe una support UDA. Na mudura kwa support DCP. You don't have to coerce. There was a days even people used to break up just because they are supporting different political parties. That is a very bad thing. Let people make their decisions alone without being influenced.
Wow.
After reading a manifesto and understanding, this is the party I am going to vote for because it is best equipped to do whatever I want it to be done. Yes.
Tatutaririe tiriri. Turi ta bururi-ri tungihota atia kugacirithia communication hari andu aria mari wathani-ini na gikundi kia a Kenya muno makiria mbeu njithi.
How to get a
communication ingihota atia gukorwo iri ngaciru.
What I think we have to use the right channels of communication, and by one thing, and this is something that as a young person I'm going to say, these ideas of saying that the youth of this nation are partyless, leaderless, faceless, that is the worst mistake to Giikaro, and that is what affected us. In early 2024, I think 2023, 2024, there were demonstrations here anti-financial bill. We said we were tribeless. Okay, tribeless, yes, sour. We said we are leaderless, we are partyless. We shouldn't have said that. So we suffered, we died. 60 plus people died, but we didn't get any opportunity. So who got the opportunity? The same leaders that have been there. So akina Uparanya, akina Jomo, akina sijui nani, and they were not even in the street. They were not even taking they did nothing. They were just in the house, and then they were called. And then the funny thing, vijana tukikira tukiwa. But so this is how to answer your question. We need to form groups. We need to lobby as a group, so that whenever one person gets the information, they can be able to share the information to the rest of the people, of the youths, through the channels they have. So alikonyo mwana yakudi mwena WhatsApp group mwana nita agithurai youth political forum. Anytime I need to make any communication, I post there. Hey kido Ruto ugire kamera, hey guys, nani anasema na hii, what is your opinion? Then everyone shares their opinion. And even if now there is a leader who is coming to the ground, they will be like, we are going to send a representative of us. After they have communicated, and then they send somebody. So I think the only option is people to have those groups. Every young person should belong. Omodo, I'm so French. Omodo, the more you the abate gukorwo kiama-ini ti kiama political kiama gikundi muthondekete akorwo murithiaga handu mugacemania o Sunday hwaini mukaria siasa and the andu mugaga ati anga siasa ti cia maana okora mundu uyu ne spend 90 minutes akiona mubira kana makidiscuss mubira no the moment wamura muikare thi umutaririe uria siasa cirathia kauga I don't care about politics na kiu nikio okora wanageza makate advantage of that. Or mamenya the people wale mara mashagura they are not informed and they don't even care. Or mamenya na mako utabe utimudo kamoja.
Tiro kamoja.
Yeye todo de ona matiu ginya wa mundu ginya twira wa MCA ne kembo to ginya wa governor ne kembo to wira wa MP ne ke because they are not informed.
Wow. Tatwiri atiriri tafarira cia youth empowerment ri na iria thirikari ikirire nigo guteithia mbeu njithiri. We kuringana nawe ni irutete wira?
For me the way she in empowerment ya thirikari ya youth ya utaria
tatutaririe
maundu maingi thirikari ikaga ri they do it as a campaign strategy. and now that Asian they know them when to know the way they have any empowerment you can thirikari ereka that is people based kana youth based mushio the campaign strategy so far ndio kule biashara na uginya World Bank cia youth na gutiri mundu owe shuka ginya wa dream na gutiri mundu owe gutie wira ciruta ciko cia youth cinena wa World Bank every financial year na gutie mundu owe ciaga ko gutie mundu owe cirutaga wira uriko because we don't care and we tutishugulika
we are ignorant
English has a very good way we are ignorant rĩu ukoraga hendi cineanago na stikinyagira muingi kana stikinyagira ginya mbeo njini utani shugu igithio na dina a very good idea ndimeneane kwa governor kana ili president ya ndenda kwambia project first of all me kwa mama mnya dra support mweno uriko aya tuna gikundi kia ndoiga na rimwe murenda tumuteithiririe mweno uriko mura support yake now that is the challenge leo ile to for the solution of that nitondekete ciama cia youth ndio tuna kiama kitaga UMAC ni United MCA Aspirants Kiambu County ndio kiama kiwo goe ndio ndina gita dinauga UDA or Jubilee or DCP kiu ni kiama kia anyone arenda kurugama first timer MCA and mostly ona gina beoje ndio tani ni SG wa UMAC now the youth league youth league ndio nera do the main any leadership they are enthusiastic in leadership first timers leo kiwo whether ora support mo ngana ro kana we ora support thirikari na tina thina tuka hamwe tukahota lobby together tukahota uteithaniria leo agikorwo we unita ndaro kama geti KMCA giturai acio the mara tondukina we have represented all the 60 wards ado the mara kama MCA without caring which party you are tuko kaidwo the moke giturai mandirie kwemba wape wote akone techo programs ya Kenya drugs abuse alcohol abuse maono na psychology maono depression tuweka programs hiyo even bringing free health care tokale tuna maruma benda tu yukweza team tokale tuna digital mao kama atuhe a free health checkup free akone cancer screening blood pressure doki mundu na gani na hado watu gadi more free and they are not even charging us because we have gone there as a team so you the other man go and form different political groups nigenda mukahota kolodi as a group mugathie kodo mukaugaru wewe ta gavana ituri twenda gikuri twena kyo kire ito no na turenda tuteithiriria giko turenda tuteithiriria gwikatia na kyo kya mako kya umakire niguo gutureka tugoka hamwe tuteithanie both vision wise ideological and even physical support nigenda tuhote guteithia mbeo njithe na ile tweteithie twige itene ici nigenda tuhote gucenjia system from inside the system
tatu tarĩria atiriri ni maundu mariku a youth kana mbeu njithi mangithoma kuma kuri atongoria a hau kabere aria manatongoria bururi
youth kwanja ndikae kitu tukithoma I think the only thing tukithoma ni negatives because most of these people are corrupt they are thieves they are most of them are criminals. There only is anything we can learn from those leaders I think the leaders, some of the leaders told Giikaro to the Manonia Akuma 2017. Now the first timers after 2017. You can see there is a change. Do not start the day or do not start with Bovino. Do not we have so many youthful leaders. So we have different leaders. I told you now only from now 2017 will come. But those other leaders I don't think we need to learn. Maybe you learn how to steal or to be corrupt because those people are visionless. If I don't show atogoria shone mari atogoria afata. Na ndo tugiroma kuma kureo. Kenya ona ndeigere haha turi. No moka agatuhenia ugiaoka agatuhenia tene gutoya to laptop twaciana twacoka tukariganirwo ugiaoka agatuhenia na twara bottom up na ni maheni and you see people clapping agoka runde nyingi tukahenia twatoro Singapore na ni maheni. Let me tell you something. This is how we know able to idea. If we want to go to Singapore we have to do what Singapore did. Ugikorwa tera twari high school twacindanaga na bemwe na namba igiri wero ta mundu ria ukana na bemwe ri nigetha ukioyo nawe na bemwe wekagatia ugachunguza ekarati okiraga thaa kenda kwambia ukira thaa kenda ithe tugithie PE athiaga library guthoma kwambia library twihonde ithe tugithie guthaka mibira yakoragwo nyumba githoma so if you wanted to become number 1 no nginya wike kiria number 1 yetana now tuzigwa tena guthie Singapore but the direction you're taking out to Somalia because the Singapore nige the Kenya area kinyirere it did 5 there are 5 steps it took step ya mbere
makinya
matano ikinya ya mbere yari fighting against corruption corruption na yone
ugumania
corruption ugumania na ma very serious ogianyitro wena any corruption scandal yari kuraho kana life imprisonment kana ukachokesha ciothe no punishwo the next thing they took ne universal education to ensure everyone would worth the Singapore near receive not just education but quality education free kile yake ya gatatu ni healthcare koko gotiri akasha agando as far as well mo Singapore free healthcare and not just at you had rather than quality healthcare no na baya kana the for the agenda make clear they create a very conducive environment support both FDI foreign direct investment. You see? So by creating a good environment, political environment, and economic environment, negenda make welcome ke external here kwa ina haro ya cold war. Endo cold war. It was a war between andu arĩa marĩkĩrĩa andu arĩa ma supportaga mwena wa communism na ma supportaga capitalism. Rĩu rĩ o maikarire neutral. But you waited to welcome everyone. But now in Kenya we are doing exactly opposite of that. Kora rutare chukuma thirikari no iho igire kwandani niri. Like around 5 international companies nishurete Kenya. I know you know that.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? We want to go to Singapore and yet we are doing exactly the opposite. Corruption niwe education niyo ne abo kiro nejo kinya kuigeria mwana university do kihota. Healthcare niwe higher we are chasing away investors if we are going to the wrong direction. So I don't think there is anything we can learn from those politicians. We now need to become, to form our own system. Because if we want to join this system, no I want to need. And that's why when you become, while you're working about a later with our state house. Okay, either auto-joining or auto-joining. So you are left without a choice.
Ndrakiro ithanirithite muno makiria tugi conclude ri ira mwiroreri mbeu njithi umwire ndumiriri yaku ya muthia.
Okay. Like Nigeria na mbeu njithi and I'm going to be very precise. Undu tufatie tweke ni tufatie tucagurage atongoria aria mena uigiriki. Atongoria mena agenda, atongoria mena clear vision na mutongoria utaina scandal. Na nenda kumenya mutongoria mwega ri akwa ni mutongoria ukoretwo thirikari-ini rora kindu gitagwo track record yake maundu maria neka na maria atekire ndagoke ningia muhenie ni akamwikira na arare ho miaka 5 hatie kindu arikire aya wata gucagurana thoma manifesto ya mutongoria mirore wega nigetha before you make a decision ukahota ku make a decision wina wikirikana a very informed decision riu nie ndona ndi mutongoria wa mbeu njithi na especially mundu wothe wi ku Kiambu reke tunyitanire twina kiama gitagwo Kiambu Youth Assembly tukorwo tugige support tondu kiama giki ni it is anti political or not anti political gitira side na any political side so whether we thirikari-ini kana we mung'ethaniro-ini you are welcome.
So we neutral.
We are neutral. We are by political. So we are not supporting any side. Yeah. Na bado tuna kiama kigita kwa umma. Kino kiama kia mundu wothe ungena urarugama gite guku Kiambu. Especially mbeu njithi tunyitane to form a team and we fight together. Yes.
Ni thengio muno ni gwikinya guku kwa Murata Ngai TV na ona ringi riria tugubatara ni njui no ugwikinya guku nigetha ututaririe makiria no thina mbere gutwira maundu matiganite na tugakikwendithiria congratulations riria ugukorwo ukivai for MCA seat.
Thank you.
All the best. Mwiroreri wa Murata wa Ngai TV hau niho gukinyia gaturumo tabarira itu ya rashire imone riria tukiuma na mutaaramu kana majority leader wa Kiambu Youth Assembly Shadrack Mwangi. Hau niho gukinya gaturumo ni jini wa gikorwo ukimenya maundu matiganite megie uria a youth kana mbeũ njĩthĩ magiteithiriria hari guthondeka bururi witu wa Kenya kuma kuri Shadrack Mwangi. Ni thengi muno ni kunyitanira na ithuĩ na no utwandikagire SMS kana WhatsApp number hari WhatsApp number 0742 38 38 gĩa na muthenya mwega nitũgũcemania thaa mũgwanja na mohoro kana gĩtũ-inĩ kĩa mohoro maria makwĩgiĩ. Niĩ njĩtagwo Wanjiru wa Wainaina, gĩa na muthenya mwega.
Eno ni Murata wa Ngai TV.
Wi mwega mwiroreri, njitagwo Ann Kamau, ndi marketer na sales.
Ni Murata wa Ngai TV.
Wi mwega mwiroreri, njitagwo Ann Kamau,